Hello everyone and welcome to this video series on Microsoft Fabric. This is going to be the first video and it is going to be an introductory video on Microsoft Fabric. We will see that how this unified data platform helps organizations to go from data chaos and achieve data clarity. This is going to be the outline of this talk. The first thing is the problem of the data chaos. We will have a look at that and we'll see that why Fabric exists. Then we'll see how it helps to go from this chaos and how it provides a cure to this problem. We will also have a look at how different and old services of Azure data are actually unified under the umbrella of Microsoft Fabric. We'll have a deep dive into the anatomy and building blocks. We'll see that how this platform is so simple by design and how this achieve this simplicity by the power of one. We are going to wrap up this talk by a recap slide, and then we'll have some quiz questions at the end. So let's have a look at the problem first. When we have large companies, they might have various departments inside. And let's take an example of typical company, and they have the department of marketing, sales, finance, and operations. Now, these departments are actually using different tools and storage. First of all, if we talk about marketing, they are using Excel and Google Sheets. Sales might have the data in the CRM system. Finance is saving the data into SQL databases, and operation is putting into data lakes. This leads to an issue that your data is scattered across various platforms. Now, the second issue is the copies everywhere, and this comes because people are exporting the data into CSVs and sharing the Excel files through emails. And this leads to a situation where everyone has their own source of truth. Then comes the problem when the teams are actually working together. And when they work together, data engineer, for example, they are working on a file, they pass it to analyst, and analyst tweak a bit, and they pass it to BI team. What actually happens from this hands off that every time there is a delay and the data actually ends up into different tools, and this also means that there are various copies of the data which is existing. Typically, we can describe the situation as a data chaos. And in this data chaos, we have data silos everywhere, and they are not talking to each other. Uh, Different teams are actually duplicating and doing the same work, and so they are duplicating the same efforts. This also leads to slow decision-making process because nobody knows where actually is the right source of data is lying. And to solve the situation, here comes the Fabric. Let's see how Fabric helps to solve the situation. And if you see here in this table, we are going to see that what is the chaotic situation and how Fabric is helping in this. So we discussed the many stores and copies because of the various department. And in Fabric, we do not have many stores and copies. We have only one logical copy lying. CSV exports. So we discussed the CSV exports, and people are sharing the data in the email, and this is not happening here. We have a single format, and the single format is read by all the teams, and so we don't need to share the data. The data is just lying there, and everyone can read the data. Tool hands-off is also eliminated because we have only single platform, and everyone has the shared experience, and they're working on the same data. Per tool permission, of course, when there are different teams, so different teams are buying different tools, it means different permissions and so on. Problem with the integration. Here we have only one security model, and this is achieved by one single service within Fabric, and we will have a look into that as well. Then the problem of slow ingest and hands-off and moving to different tools, this is also reduced because we are not moving over data. So it means there is a faster time to insights and fast decisions making. In summary, we can say that Fabric turns the scattered data into a single source of truth. So this is then overview of how what actually Fabric does, and let's see how it does. And this is done by unifying various services. So you can think about Microsoft Fabric as an umbrella. And in this umbrella, under this umbrella, there are various Azure services related to data. They are combined and unified. So this means data factory, Dataflow Gen 2, Spark Notebooks, Lakehouses, Data Warehouse, Real-Time, and Power BI, to name a few. And if you see, all of the services which are used by different data personas are actually available here in Fabric, and this makes the life much easier because of this seamless integration of the services. This is about unification, and let's see how actually these services are arranged, and let's take a deep dive into the anatomy of Fabric. So as we said, data factory exists there, and all the tools which are related to data engineering, data science are there as well. We have data warehouse, and we have also real-time analytics possibilities there. And in the end, we want to visualize the data. So for that matter, we have Power BI. Interesting thing is that all of these tools are actually using one data, which is lying in our OneLake and has the data format of Parquet Delta Lake. On top of that comes the issue of security and governance. This security and governance is done by Purview. So we do not need to secure our data individually, rather centrally. In the end, we need computation as well. And here, in this case, we are doing it under a shared capacity. And this is one, again, like very huge advantage that you're not managing everything separately, but you're managing under a shared capacity, one compute system. So this is actually how the Fabric is arranged. We understand the building blocks of Fabric now. And one another key attributes is the simplicity of Fabric. And let's see how the simplicity achieved in Fabric. And this we say is the power of one. So we have OneLake in Fabric, and this OneLake actually means a single logical copy of data, and everyone uses the same data set. Then we have OneFormat in Fabric, and this is the Delta Parquet format for a structured data set. OneSecurity, it means that we are not dealing with different set, and so it means that security and governance can be achieved also through one source, which is Purview here in Fabric. We also saw that we have only one compute. So since the tool is unified under one umbrella, so it means we have the shared capacity for all experiences. And again, in the end, we have one experience. It means we have one consistent UI plus Git integration for everything. With this one, we actually complete our overview of Microsoft Fabric. Let's have a recap. And first, we learned that Fabric is a unified data platform, and you can do all analytics in one place. Key attribute is OneLake. We have single logical storage and single format of Delta Parquet. Security is also done at one place, which is Purview policies. We have shared capacity, so we do not need to buy the capacity and compute individually, but only centrally. And then we have one experience which is achieved through consistent UI and where all the services are seamlessly integrated. So after this recap slide, let's move to the last part. And this is the quiz questions. And the first question is, what is the core storage layer of Microsoft Fabric? Is it ADLS Gen 2, OneLake, Blob Storage, or SQL Server? So if you have chosen OneLake, then your answer is correct. The second question, which open format is standard for Fabric's analytical tables? Is it CSV, JSON, Delta Parquet, or ORC? I hope that you have selected Delta Parquet. This is the right answer. And the last question, in Fabric, governance and security are primarily provided by Key Vault, Active Directory, Purview, or Defender for Cloud. And the right answer is Purview. Now with this, I would like to end this video. I hope you like this video, and please don't forget to check our more videos on Fabric topic. Thank you for watching.